Hello guys, this is Oroth and a warm welcome back to my channel. I really wanted to upload a quick video today because yesterday we received the new patch notes, and I have to say that the upcoming batch of essences for necromancers is one of the craziest batches I've seen since the launch of the game. So there is so many possibilities I can see in front of me now, and let us go through the essences, and in the end we're gonna theorycraft a little bit and discuss around them. And of course I will be back soon again where I show these essences in action, because I'm gonna change to necromancer tonight. So stay tuned and let's look on the essences here. And the first new essence is called Blackwall, and it's a new offhand. And what it says is that Skeletal Mage is now mobile and channels beams at multiple nearby enemies that deal more damage the longer they hit the same target. The new Pants essence is called Dead Druthers, and what it says is that while bone armor is active, the movement speed and attack speed of you and your summons are increased by 10%. The next essence is called Depletion and Renewal, and it's a new Shoulders essence. And what it says is that Skeletal Mage grows in size and strength the longer it is active, increasing its damage by 30% after 5 seconds. The next essence is called Decrepit Visage, and it's a helm. And what it says is that your golem roars once every 2 seconds, extending the duration of your nearby skeletal mages by 2 seconds. Wow. The next essence is called Rotted Harvest. It's a main hand essence. And what it says is that Command Golem now summons a Devouring Golem with unlimited duration that consumes nearby corpses to increase its size, maximum life, damage and attack range, while also dealing damage and slowing nearby enemies. And finally we have Whisperwill, which is the new chest essence. And what it says is that bone armor now empowers your nearby summons, granting them immunity to damage and loss of control. So, where do I begin? These essences, they look bonkers, totally crazy. This will unlock new possibilities in PvE. I'm talking about open world farming. I'm talking about dungeons. I'm also talking about Gauntlet, very difficult PvE content. And of course, this will also unlock some possibilities in PvP. Maybe huge possibilities. So let us look on the PvE aspect first. So let's first look at the new offhand, Blackwall. This will turn our skeletal mages into mobile summons, and skeletal mages has been very strong for quite some time, but the only downside is that they have been stationary, most of them, and that this has been a problem because in many situations you have not been able to use your mages as efficiently as possible, because you put them down, they deal a lot of damage, but then when you move on in a dungeon, for example, you leave your mages behind. This will not be the case any longer with this new offhand. And of course, when we look on the other essences here, there are a lot of great synergies on how we can use this offhand. So first we can look at the offhand if we pair it with, for example, the new helmet. The new helmet lets our golem do a roar every 2 seconds that will prolong the duration of our mages. So this means, as long we have to wait and see, but hopefully the range of this roar is quite far, and thanks to the golem we will be able to have unlimited duration also on our mages. And if we also look on the new main hand, it says that Command Golem now summons a Devouring Golem with unlimited duration that consumes nearby corpses to increase its size, etc, etc. But the key here is that the duration of the golem is unlimited. So you only have to summon it once, and then it will keep on roaring forever and help you to keep up your skeletal mages 100%. So this of course unlocks a lot of potential when you want to try this in open world farming, if you want to run Abyssal Verge. And what's also good about this is that if you're able to cap with skeletal mages, you don't really need the command skeleton anymore. So you can have optimal DPS output with a lot of summons, and you unlock one extra skill slot. So instead of using command skeletons, if you are playing the summoner archetype, then you can switch in, for example, wraith form. You can use the pants that increases your movement speed a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of different possibilities. You could perhaps also use the Ravening Silence pants and run together with with a Crusader that uses Fire Banner. I'm not sure yet if these new skeletal mages will work with Fire Banner, but of course, this new helmet will also help you to sustain the duration indefinitely on the previous skeletal mages as well. So there are so many exciting new ways to play Necromancer in PvE after this update. And of course, we also have to mention here the new chest piece, Whisper Will. When you use bone armor, it will make your summons invincible. So they can't take damage, they can't be crowd controlled as long as bone armor is active. So before, when we went into Gauntlet, it was quite tricky. If you used a summoner build as a necromancer, you had to have a very great team composition in order to keep your summons alive. This will now be a lot easier with this new chest piece. So as I said, open world farming, Gauntlet, dungeons, you name it, these essences will be useful everywhere. And of course, I will be back with very clear and distinct new builds very soon on this channel, because I will get right to it and try to farm these essences as fast as I can. So that's the PvE aspect. Maybe I missed something, and there are of course a lot of synergies that we will have to figure out along the way. But now we're also going to mention the PvP possibilities. And if you have been following me for some time, you know that I'm a big fan of summoner builds, both in PvE and in PvP. And I've been trying to make viable summoner builds for necromancers in PvP, but it has been quite difficult because the skeletal mages has been so squishy, and yeah, they're just dying. Now, thanks to the new bone armor with the new chest piece, Whisper Will, there is a great chance that we will finally be able to utilize summons in PvP. And my prediction is that you can either use the new skeletal mages that are mobile and runs with you, but we can see now that both summon Demon Hunter and summon Blood Knight is very, very strong in PvP. And I believe that if you use the stationary skeletal mages in PvP, they will also be a very, very great option. So feel free to play around with this. I hope that the duration of the bone armor is quite long. It's possible that it's a very short duration and a long cooldown. We will have to wait and see. But at least I believe that this gives us a chance to try out new things in Battlegrounds and in other types of PvP content. So, yeah, I'm not gonna dive any deeper today into the essences and the synergies, because there's so many more ideas that I have, but I think it's better if I farm the essences and I show them to you live. But I just felt so excited that I wanted to make this video today. And if you also feel the hype, please switch to Necromancer together with me, and we can help Theorycraft down in the comments here. And until next time, I of course want to wish you a very nice day or a very nice evening wherever you are. And to all of my clan members in Nyx, I would also like to say Voruk Nyx, Sholak Sol. So bye bye.